On a blistering hot day in Houston, the roof is closed and the AC is going full steam. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the San Diego Padres and the Houston Astros. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Dan, two big-time power arms featured in this one.
Yeah, man, we've got a couple of right-handers that can bring the noise here. Both of these guys, big power arms. Philo plays in the game of baseball. Also, a good assortment of breaking pitches. If these two guys are on, I think you're going to see a lot of swings and misses in this ball game.
It's Astros baseball, and it's next on the show. Lance McCullers is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, Lance McCullers might have the best right-handed breaking ball in the game of baseball. Has the kind of hard slider that he could throw 4 or 5 times in a row and still get swings and misses. Good fastball, too. 93 to 95 miles an hour. Wipeout, and I mean wipeout breaking ball. His changeup has gotten better every year. If he's throwing strikes early, he's a nightmare on hitters.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 1-0.
That's inside. Ball. Rio.
In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There is Altuve, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Manny Machado comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The pitch.
Ball.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And another foul ball.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the 1-0.
That's a ball.
2 out, nobody on.
2-0.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball, 1-strike count.
3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Three-two pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 5.
Next to hit, Will Myers. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at 2 away. From the belt, the pitch.
Wood!
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Throw over to first. Runner back safely. Comes set with the 0-1.
1-1.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
He's going.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside the throw. And will be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery, has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider, will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early, if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
1-2.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded back up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. And it's fouled away. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. The 1-1.
Ball. 2-1.
This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Darvish pauses. Here it is on 3-1.
Full count.
Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still no score. So here's Will Myers.
Leading off for San Diego, the left fielder, Will Myers.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Will Myers goes down to become the first out here in the second inning.
Tommy Pham.
In now, Tommy Pham. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the Padres DH. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Popped him up. Maldonado is underneath this one. And that's out number 2.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Stepping in next, Eric Hosmer. First pitch of the AB now.
1 ball, no strike.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
First offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Padres leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez.
The designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Alvarez is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. He tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah, you can tell he is just super confident against right-handed guys. You know, sometimes it's coincidence. Sometimes it's you don't see many lefties, Matty. But bottom line is 75% of the time there's a right-hander on the mound, and this guy finds barrel consistently.
The 1-1. There's a base hit on the line. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice line drive to right field right there. Dan, does it concern you when you're missing middle hard at the plate early in the game?
It does, D-Roll, and this is the kind of guy that he can't get away with those kind of mistakes. He needs to work the corners up, down, in, and out. And like that one right there, he has to stay out of the middle of the zone.
Carlos Correa stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Alvarez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Runners going. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Into the box now, Kyle Tucker, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. The 1-0. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
The first baseman, Uriel.
So here's Uriel as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Again, another foul ball.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. This is popped up. Hosmer is camped under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Batting 8, the center fielder, McCormick.
Now to the plate, Chas McCormick will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 2-0 Houston. In to hit will be Trent Grisham. Past meetings against Lance McCullers. He's 2 for 3. First pitch of the AB on its way.
1-0.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Friars are into the hit column.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. So here's Adam Frazier as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swinging a soft liner. One there to Gurriel, and they get them both.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll take a look at a pitch
ball,
too
no
low.
strike.
It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0.
Nope, ball.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Correa. Scooped up, throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Padres go down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Martin Maldonado.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
He's set, and the pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now back, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Misses down below the knee.
That's low. That's the ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Left side of the infield into the shift. Reined in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're up 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in now the always dangerous third baseman Manny Machado. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's down off the shoe tops. 1-0.
1-0.
And this one's too far inside. Ball 2.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Jake Cronenworth.
So next to bat will be Jake Cronenworth. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bounce down the third baseline. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Here's Will Myers, struck out in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1 ball, no strike.
Myers awaiting the 1-0. 2-0.
2-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1. Three and 1 to the Padres left fielder.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
And now in the box, Tommy Pham. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Myers, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. 1 left for San Diego. They're down 2-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And now, Alex Bregman set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Alex Bregman.
The pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
1-2's the count.
Pitch on the way. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter, Yordan.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the stretch.
Ball.
1 out, nobody on. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
2 runs on 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Hit on the ground to 3rd. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The catcher, number 17, Victor Caratini.
And stepping in, Victor Caratini. He flew out in his last AB. Here's the first pitch to him. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup and the pitch.
Yeah.
Hit hard up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
So now to the plate, Trent Grisham. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He collected a base hit his first time up. Now the 1-0 gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Here's the 1-1. And that one got a piece of him.
Okay, check your base.
Next, it'll be Adam Frazier. First pitch on its way.
That's the ball.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The 1-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Padres lead 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. Now the first pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. This is foul for the first strike. Tucker, a native Floridian who was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. So one out and nobody aboard. And digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Now here's the first offering. And this is low, ball one. One out, nobody on. Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Frazier at second. And quickly there are two away.
Up next to the Astros, the center fielder, McCormick.
Next up for the Stros, Chas McCormick grounded out in his last at-bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
That missed. That's the ball.
In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball one.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
The 1-0 delivery. 2-0.
That's the ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Darvish pauses. Here comes the pitch. 3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and had hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull the trigger.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Full count still. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Next up is Martin Maldonado, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's outside.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Astros leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Manny Machado now. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0.
No, that's low.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. It's up and out of here into the archways. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. And the Padres are on the board. It's now 2-1.
Well, it took long enough, but they're finally on the board. We might look back at this shot as a spark they needed to make their bats come alive. Then again, it might just be a blip on the radar. We'll see how the rest of the game unfolds.
At the plate, Jake Cronenworth. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He went down on strikes last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One out, nobody on. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
That's why they call it a game of adjustments right there. The batter has to feel good about what he just did. Swung and missed at the first changeup, got it again, and was able to get himself a knock.
Standing in now, Will Myers. And this one's in the dirt. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well, too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
1-0 home. Pitch outside, the throw. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. 2 out, nobody on. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
0-1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Myers is off at first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. Here's the 0-1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Little chopper back to the mound. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Astros 2 and the Padres 1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
And now the first pitch.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Fouled away. Here's Darvish on 0-2.
1-2.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. So 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
To the plate now, Michael Brantley. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The count now at 2-2. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Myers is under it, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Next, here is Alex Bregman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's in. Ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up 1-1. And now a pitch on the way.
2-1. Ball. That's down.
Yordan Alvarez would be next. The 3-1. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's set. Here it comes.
Yeah!
Two out with the man at first. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Grisham. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center, and the Astros have taken a 4-1 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now the skipper of the Padres is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger, as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Craig Stammen, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 34, Craig Stammen. The batter, number 1, shortstop.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ball 2 now. Now the 2-0 home. hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now 4-1 Houston. Christian Javier is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Leading off the inning, it'll be Eric Hosmer, and they could use a spark from him here. Now here's the first offering.
1 ball, no strikes.
Fouled off. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
2-1.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First offering on its way.
Yeehaw!
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And that's the second out.
The center fielder, number 2, Trent Grisham.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Trent Grisham. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Two out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Yeah.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch.
The swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Padres down in order. They trail it 4-1. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in the outfielder, Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder, Kyle.
First pitch on its way. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 1-1.
There's a
2-1.
breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Now the 2-1 pitch will not catch
3
the
balls,
zone.
1
Ball
strike.
3.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-1.
Full count.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. He pulls this one into right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long.
10.
That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. He's running. This is foul right side. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
2-2.
Nobody out. Runner on first. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Tucker rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. They stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, this is a lesson
Now
for all
batting,
those pitchers
center
out there.
fielder.
When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes
Corbett.
back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
At the plate now, Chas McCormick. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. It was a walk in his last trip. And he fouls this one off. Gurriel leads off second with nobody out. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Hit down the third baseline. Machado has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Up next to the Astros, the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Now at the plate is Martin Maldonado. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First offering. Comes set and the 0-1.
No, that's outside. Ball. Strike 2.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Now back.
Next up, Jose Altuve. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Into the box now, Michael Brantley. He'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. One 0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 1-1. The third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Astros 5 and the Padres 1. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. The pitch. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. That's wide. 2-0. This is on the ground over to first. Gurriel brings it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So now here is Fernando Tatis Jr. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And in steps Manny Machado. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the AB now. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. (5-1) our score as we play the 8th. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home. High chopper to third. Bregman gloves it. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Astros 5 and the Padres 1. Austin Adams is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 54, Austin Adams.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll
That's
try
the
to
ball.
crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter, Yordan.
Stepping in once again is Yordan Alvarez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. The pitch. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. High pop-up. Catch made there by Hosmer, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Into the box, Carlos Correa flew out last time up. First pitch on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're up 5-1. Phil Maton comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 88.
Set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth.
Leading off for the Padres, the shortstop, Jake Cronenworth.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And here's one that misses to the Friar shortstop. It's a ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Way to battle right there. Hey, guys, that wasn't a bad pitch. And executed off the plate. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offensive player right there. Stayed inside the baseball and was able to get a knock.
Stepping in now, Will Myers, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A couple of walks for him thus far. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Myers Swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Cronenworth on at first, nobody out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
So now to the plate, Tommy Pham. Fouled away. He grounded out last time up. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. In his career against this pitcher, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Now a move over to first. Runners back. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
And a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Altuve is there, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The Astros took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Lance McCullers gets the W on the mound. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious